This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, and verse 1. It says, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, a flying robe. Verse 2, it says, And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, seeing a flying robe, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Now, what Zechariah the prophet seen was what you call a so-called UFO today. It's what the so-called white man terms it as, which he knows what it is, but they're the chariots of the Lord. That's what he's seen flying. I'm going to get verse 3. It says, let me see if I can move this or get the full screen real quick. See if I can move this. Yep, I can move it. It says, verse 3, it says, Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. You see? So if you a thief, which this is mainly talking about Esau, Edom, and this is going to be that curse. This is going to be a destruction unto this kingdom and unto all the other kingdoms that Esau has set up, mainly America, which is Babylon the Great. And I'm doing this video, I want to give a tawada to Yahweh Shemel Shah for giving me the spirit to do this video, for waking me up to this truth in these last days. And I also want to say shalom to all you brothers and sisters that may be watching these videos. And I want to say shalom to all you brothers out there in the highways and byways doing the work of the Lord in these last days. And that's trying to wake up the elect and to magnify the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And I also want to give a shalom to all you speckled bird Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. To y'all, say shalom too. They look like the heathen nations. And I also want to say that this video is only for the Israelites. That's who the Lord, who the world literally calls Jesus died for. He only died for those people only, the Israelites. Who the world literally calls Jesus. His real name is Yahweh Shai. Who the world calls God, or other different names or titles. His name is Yahweh. But this is going to be the curse that goeth forth into the whole earth. And this is what Esau is scared of, because I'm doing a video on this article that popped up on my phone. It's on Newsberg. I always use this app. It says top defense official says government received about 400 reports of UFOs. Now, a lot of these things are coming out because we're in the last days. You see? And our Lord, He said that these things would be happening. A lot of things would be uncovered. A lot of things would be revealed. So it's no coincidence that a lot of different things that weren't revealed 50 years ago or 60 years ago, even 10, 20 years ago, now it's uncovered. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 2. It says, For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. You see? And this is a perfect example. And, really, they're not called UFOs. They're called chariots, according to the Bible. And, the Lord has His men sent, that are out there on the highways and byways, out there on the streets teaching, and letting you know what these things are. But, Esau, Edom, if you don't know who that is, that's the so-called name of the white race, or the Caucasians, I should say. Esau or Edomites, that is their real biblical nationality. They're not so-called, they're not white people. If you look at their skin, it's not the same color, as a piece of paper, as a white crayon. They're not white. Their blood showing forth through their skin. They're red, and we're not black, we're brown. We're not even black, So my hair is black and my skin is brown. As y'all can see that, So we range from a variety of dark brown to the lightest brown you can think of. Even light-skinned people, they're brown, you may refer to them as yellow, but, they're still brown at the end of the day. But ultimately, like I said, this video is about, Esau not being able to hide, and everything is being exposed, and that's for a reason, And the Lord has really given his secrets to only a specific group of people. Let's get that. Let's get this real quick. Right? Let's get this in the book of Amos, chapter 3, and verse 7 says, surely the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. You see? So, the only people who really understand, what these things are, the elites of Esau, Edom, they understand what these things are, the chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But, the average so-called white person or the average heathen, that's walking around, that you work with, they don't understand what these things are. They're in gross darkness, And the Lord has sent down his Holy Spirit, the Comforter, unto his men in these latter days to break everything down. And everything is being exposed, Everything is going to come out, There's not going to be no stopping it, Because they've tried to conceal this information for the longest time. But, hey, at the end, like it says, let's get this. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. Let's get that in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2. Let's get that real quick. It says, verse 3, it says, for the vision, talking about the prophecies, is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, and though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, and it will not tarry. You see? So one day, hey, these so-called spaceships, the chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, hey, the angels riding these things. Let's get this in the book of Ezekiel, because it breaks it down pretty well. It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, and I looked and beheld a whirlwind, talking about a chariot, came out of the north, a great cloud. It says, and a fire enfolding it in itself, and a brightness was about in it. So it calls the chariot, so-called UFOs, clouds in the Bible. It speaks in code. So it doesn't straight up say, it doesn't say UFO. That's a term that, that they made up. But like I just brought out, the only people that will really be able to understand what these things are, are the Israelites, the prophets, the men of the Lord, Now I read the second part of the verse. It says, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. It says, verse 5, it says, also out of the midst thereof there came the likeness of 4 living creatures. So, there was, whatever this, these were the angels, of course. It says, this was their appearance. They had one likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. You see, what color is brass? Brass is brown, So, they're obviously not aliens, And that's what that whirlwind is. And I'm going to prove that cloud is talking about, a so-called UFO. Let's get this in the book of Exodus chapter 13, right? Because the scriptures say to understand the Bible, you have to go precept upon precept. I think it's verse 21. It's Exodus chapter 13 and verse 21. It says, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua went before them by day and a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire. And last time I checked, hey, clouds don't light up, and clouds don't move. Clouds don't, go at a particular speed, Now, you see it moving like slowly throughout the day because the earth is rotating and whatnot, but clouds don't follow you. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. I'm gonna read it again. It says, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. You see? So the Lord was this is when, we were basically delivered out of Egypt, ancient Egypt, over there in the land of Ham, which is called Africa today. And the Lord was with us, The Lord has showed us the chariots, the so-called UFOs, and Yahweh, I would say he was most likely in that big chariot that was over us, that's what this talking about. That cloud. It's not talking about a literal cloud. That you just see in the sky. When you walk outside your door. Let's get this in the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. Right, and I've seen it before. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the creatures of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen." You see, so this is not, like I said, this is not talking about regular, clouds that you see, when it's about to rain or it's a cloudy day. No, this is talking about the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shah. They cloak themselves and make themselves look like clouds, because for the most part, to the naked eye, the Lord is not, dealing with you, or he just don't want to show you the chariots, and you ain't gonna see them. The Lord, he doesn't reveal everything to all men. Now he can make a heathen see it, chariots, because Esau, they have seen them. A lot of these pilots, a lot of these, people that fly planes and stuff like that, they've seen, these things flying across the sky, and they're going at certain speeds that they can't even, comprehend. So what else is that? Let me do the split screen again. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the article. Like I said, what else is it? Satan. These aren't aliens in here, man. This is heavenly technology, right? If you want to call it that. This is technology that you can't even comprehend. This is the Lord, These aren't green men with big heads, that's going to come back and blow up the whole earth. This is not what's going to happen, man. When they come back, they are going to destroy, America, and laser beam a lot of people. They are going to do that. Let's get this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, was it 66? Get that real quick. It says, verse 15, it says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind," you see, "to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." You see, so that's how the Lord is coming, man. He's going to shoot laser beams out of these, so-called UFOs, which are chariots according to the Bible. These are the vehicles, these are the instruments that the angels are operating in, that they're going to use when Yahweh Shah returns. And a lot of these Edomites, man, hey, they scared, man.